Hey Gemini, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a general reading for your next 3 lucky surprises. So Gemini, I do have personals open right now. There is a deal going on. It is a 3-question video reading. It's $25.25. You get it within 2 business days. This is going to close out sometime on Thursday. The details are going to be down below. Okay. I'm also reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. So yeah, Gemini, that's what I have to say there before we begin for your next 3 lucky surprises. Wow, Gemini, I think this is the first time here in this round that there's been all majors. Okay, there's something that's been stressing you out significantly. Don't worry, this is all good stuff right here. There's something that's been stressing you out significantly, especially as it pertains to love and connections, or this possibly has to do with like letting go of a certain type of person or a certain person. Like something has definitely been causing some stress in your life here in regards to connections, right? You're starting off with the Lovers as your first lucky surprise. I feel like right out the gate, like this is something that's going to change everything for you, and I'll tell you why. Okay, the Lovers represents a big turning point, you know, so it's like you decide to connect with a person and be vulnerable, let them in, and I feel like it's a turning point, like a drastic change from what you've been dealing with, right? And so that's what I'm feeling here first. Some of you, this could be a fellow Gemini or possibly a fixed sign, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, but this is something that I feel like I'm just going to go ahead and put this out here, Gemini. This could be your forever person. This could be the person that you stay with. Like this Lover's energy moves to the world, right? This is a card, like look at that infinity symbol up here on the top of the wreath. This represents something that will change the course of your path forever, Gemini, okay? So that's really powerful stuff right here with the world. This is something that changes the way you look at things. It changes the way you show up in relationships. It changes like what kind of relationships you accept. I feel like you actually start to protect your energy a lot more and start walking away from friendships and other things that are just not giving back to you the way that you're giving to it. So it's really powerful stuff. I feel like it teaches you a lot. You know, this connection that you're going into, I feel like it's going to teach you a lot about relationships as a whole. And it's like, oh, it's not impossible for things to work, right? So it feels like really powerful stuff here. I think the Lovers is that connection that's shifting things for you. I think when the world energy shows up, it allows you to close a door on a lot of different things, you know? So it's like the way you see yourself because of this connection is causing you to make big drastic changes in other areas, right? So the world showing up here, you're walking away from things that are just, you know, not giving back to you, right? If there are people that you care about and they're not showing you that they care back, you're done with that friendship, family, whatever the case may be here. People are no longer able to take advantage of you. And it starts with this connection really triggering that awakening for you. It's really, really powerful stuff. You know, and I'm not saying you're cutting everyone out because that's not healthy, right? But when it comes to this energy here, it feels like people who are greedy, who are stressful, who are who never show up for you, but you always show up for them. You're cutting it out, but it doesn't mean that you don't have anyone else, right? You have people who are going to commit to you in a different way, you know, because you have the 8 of Cups, you know, and opposite to that is this 8 of Pentacles energy, right? So 8 of Pentacles, people who are also putting in the work on the friendship, you know, the connection, whatever the case may be, right? And then you get the Hierophant, okay? So lucky surprise number 3 is the Hierophant. Some of you are honestly not going to believe me on this, especially for those of you who feel like you're never going to get married. I definitely feel that for a lot of you, this lucky surprise number 3 could be something that, like this could be marriage, okay? Or it could just be like a higher level of commitment where you live with one another, like you buy a home together, whatever the case may be. But it definitely feels like this connection just... like it's life-changing, you know, and it's showing up as lucky surprise number 1. That's why I feel it starts with a connection. It's not necessarily that this person is coming in and they're putting their hands on everything in your life and changing everything. It's sort of like they're encouraging you and like empowering you to be able to do these things where it's needed, you know. So lucky surprise number 1 looks life-changing here for you. Okay, let's see what else we get in regards to this spread for you, Gemini, and your next 3 lucky surprises. What else do we have for Gemini in regards to this spread here? The Emperor, another major arcana. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is a card of somebody who has a lot of power authority. This is like a leadership figure, but it really feels to me like this is you taking power over your own life, your choices, building your empire and protecting it at all costs. Justice, another major arcana. Are you kidding me? Justice showing up here, things balancing out, right? When justice shows up, it's like things are working out in your favor, and I feel like you're realizing the energy you put out, you need to see a return on that, okay? And I think that's really important. But a lot of you, like I said, justice to the Hierophant, I really feel that like there's a marriage coming up here. Seven of Cups energy, there is a little bit of an uncomfortable, like there's this element of discomfort when you're closing the door on a lot of different things that have not served you. Ten of Swords, there you go. When you're ending certain things, there is, like I said, this element of discomfort because you're sort of in that energy of like in between, like kind of in between worlds type of vibe here. But it's because that Ace of Swords is up ahead and you've not yet, hit that energy, right? So when it comes to the Seven of Cups, I feel like a lot of you, this has to do with you closing the door on certain friendships, or, maybe your ties to certain family members. It's like, this feels a little weird. I've always been connected to that person, but they did me wrong, so many times, or they took advantage of me, or I always show up for them and they never show up for me, right? It's that kind of energy here where I feel like it's just going to feel unfamiliar, right? And that's how it's going to be for a minute until you learn how to be moving forward in this Ace of Swords energy, right? So it's about getting used to the way that to the new way of doing things, right? And I do think that it's not going to feel like this empty space forever either. I feel like there are better things that are going to come along and replace that energy, in a good way. Like something more reciprocal is going to replace those energies. So that's what I'm seeing here for you, Gemini. Pretty powerful stuff. That's what I've got. You're more than welcome to watch out for your other signs, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. I also have that deal going on right now for personals. It is a 3-question video reading. It's $25.25. You get it within 2 business days. I am closing this out sometime on Thursday. I can't remember what the cutoff time is, but it's going to be Eastern time, and it is down below in the description box with all those details, okay? But if this is where we part, Gemini, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.